So my wife and I just got a letter from United Healthcare telling us that they're denying coverage for our twin stay in the NICU. And if you thought that was inhumane, you're right. But listen to this. They didn't address it to me or my wife, like human adults. They addressed the letter to the baby. Sadly, I guess it is appropriate that our preemie baby's first experience in the world is having its healthcare coverage denied. I guess my only other question for United Healthcare is that if the baby was still in the womb, would you have sent the letter to my wife and had her eat it in order to get it to the baby?
Yo, United Healthcare is taking the hit, man. That's wild. Addressing a claim denial to a baby? That's low. That's low. I've shared on here my experience with healthcare, and it's not just United Healthcare, it's Aetna, I've had Cigna. These healthcare companies are ruthless, and even some of the doctors are ruthless. You want to get caught up in a mess, start dealing with healthcare and doctors. That's a mess you don't want to get caught up in between. And I remember one time I had the audacity to try to get things resolved with my my health insurance, and they were asking me to get some paperwork from the doctor's office. I was like, you can call them on three-way and get it. I'll sit on the phone with you. And I was on the phone with them, and I'm telling you, that experience with my insurance on one end, and three-waying in my doctor's office billing department, who was giving them the information they needed, was unbelievable. Experiencing that made me realize I don't know how they expect me as a patient to be able to actually get information that they need. Because the insurance and the billing department was having issues getting information that was needed. So I'm like, how would you expect me to get it if I would be dealing with the same billing person, or the billing person trying to give me direction when I'd be dealing with the health insurance company the same way they are? I said all that to say this. It's crazy. And let's not mention a lot of the greed that's happening. They want your premiums, but they don't want you to have to use the insurance. It's a lot. And honestly, my experience has taught me to just understand that health insurance is a business. It's a big business, and it's treated that way. You got to be careful. You got to have all your ducks in a row and make sure you're doing your part to stay out of any type of situation to where a claim can be denied. And even when you do your very best, even when you call and get approval, they still find ways to deny things. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm not telling you what I was, trying to listen in on with somebody whispering. I'm telling you what I experienced from my own life and situations. It's a headache out there. So to that father, I totally, totally understand.
Guess where I'm sitting right now? I am sitting in the parking garage of the hospital. I have a surgery that has already been canceled 4 times due to United Healthcare denying a claim or pre-authorization, I'm sorry. And first time it was denied, whatever. Doctors, it happens. Then doctor has to send out extra documentation, right? So then they schedule it again. Pre-authorization denied by United Healthcare. Okay, what the hell? Well, we need more monitoring. So I wore like this monitor or whatever. And then, okay, done. Do what you need me to do.
That's another thing, real quick. Sometimes before they approve of certain, procedures or certain things you need done, medications or whatever it may be, they'll tell you, go do this for 6 weeks. Go do this for 8 weeks. Because they don't want to pay for things. They don't want to just pay for things. And I do understand some of it, but a lot of times you're just kind of like, it's like a lot of red tape around the things that you really need, and you have to go through all these hoops. Like, you can already know that you need to have surgery, but they'll say, well, we need you to do physical therapy for 6 to 8 weeks, and if it doesn't get better from there, then we can do this, this, and this. These will be the next steps. So what he's talking about is true.
Doctor schedules it again. Pre-authorization denied. Not medically necessary.
It's crazy.
I got a letter sent to United urgently from my cardiologist and my neurologist and electrophysiologist, all sent a letter to them. Denied. I call United, nothing we can do. You can schedule a peer-to-peer. I said, there's no peer-to-peer needed. All the doctors have sent you urgent pre-authorization request forms. That's not a peer-to-peer. That's the doctor saying the dude needs the surgery.
Right.
Okay. And then they still didn't. They scheduled it again, and then the hospital calls me and says it's still not approved. And I hate doing this. I made one phone call to a person higher up in the government, Congress. Had a nice chat. Told him the situation. Later, I get a call from the C-suite of the hospital, and I get an email and 2 phone calls from United that day that it's been approved.
Wow.
Then I get a certified letter in the mail saying, sorry for this, sorry for that. It was, I don't have it on me, but I can read it to you later. So all I had to do is make one phone call, and it's automatically now medically necessary. I mean, you could have said medically necessary before with an explanation, but there was no explanation. Now it's just automatically, yeah, you know what? Let's approve it. It's so fucked up. So anytime I need to get a pre-authorization, I'm just going to call my friend. After that phone call, it took 3 hours to get an email and 2 phone calls from United Healthcare saying it was approved.
That's
and sorry
crazy.
for this, sorry for that. Da-da-da-da. It's a fucking joke, dude.
If that's true, that's insane. And I don't know who his friend is, but we got to get him on the landline, because what? He's over there working miracles. You're getting insurance companies to change their mind and to pay claims and to get surgeries approved. Yo, somebody's over there working some magic, because I am telling you, I have 2 situations right now with insurance companies where I was done absolutely dirty. And I think they do these things and they get away with it because they know they can. They know they can. It's an ugly world. As one of the rappers says, it's the evil world we live in. And you think, I know a lot of times they're always trying to talk about, certain class of people, calling them thugs and hoodlums and all of this. But these C-suite executives, these shareholders, these CEOs, these politicians, these people getting kickback, they're the thugs. They're the hoodlums. They're the thieves. Should I say they're hoodlums, thieves, and thugs too. They can't be trusted. They can't be. And they're, that greed. But like my uncle always taught me, follow the money trail, nephew. And ever since I've been following the money trail, it all makes sense why stuff like this happens. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Don't forget to connect with the brand online, www.there'shopebrand.com. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please tap in with us, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.